Hello everyone, welcome back to another match reaction. It's been a long time since I've said that, over 2 weeks. And life has been good without worrying about Arsenal, without having to worry about Arsenal potentially ruining your weekend. But of course, we have just played Fulham. We beat them 2 goals, 2-1. Last 5 minutes was squeaky bum time, but it was important. We got the job done. But of course, the question is, there's a lot of positives, but of course, there's a lot of negatives as well, and I'm stuck between does the positives outweigh the negatives. Fulham has been a tough team for Arsenal, man. In the even last season, I don't think we beat Fulham last season. I think we drew to them at home last season, and then I think we lost to them as well. And this season as well, we drew to them. So Fulham is just one of those teams where Arsenal just struggle. And to be honest, I think Arsenal needed to win, okay, regardless of how close we are to the title. And for me, look, the title race is done, but for me, also just need to win games, okay? It's time where we build up some confidence, not just about this season, at least leading up to next season, but of course for the Champions League, which we're still winning. Also need to build up confidence leading up to that game, and we need to win every single game. And on top of that, we need to see something different from this Arsenal team. And you know, the first half, just leading up to the goal, it felt like the same story with Arsenal, man. Honestly, it feels like we are saying the same things where we are just a bit too predictable against low mid-block teams, where we lack something. I don't know why. We just lack being able to open up. And to be honest, it felt like that game was going to head that way, of course, until a brilliant of magic from Thomas Partey and Timber and Ethan, and then bang, goal. That's what sometimes we need. I mean, if you look at that goal, you replay it back, you can see the reason why we got that goal is because of Timber driving forward. And that's the thing, this Arsenal team, we have too many players that are too passive on the ball. It's just pass. No one really drives. And when they do drive, you can see that we can create space. And I don't know why we don't do it often. We definitely have the players, but it just feels like we play too safe sometimes. I feel like they think if they drive with the ball, they're going to lose, and then it's a counter. But I think that's how we got the first goal. And we're even going to talk about the second goal. That's how I believe we got the second goal. But of course, man, the big talking point from that first half is not the Marino goal. It's the fact that Gabriel has gone off injured. Now, we don't know how serious he's going to be. On social media, people are saying it's hamstring. And if it is hamstring, it looks like he could be a massive, massive doubt for the Real Madrid game. To be honest, I think he will play against Real Madrid. I think one way or another, they will find a way to play him against Real Madrid. He himself would want to play against Real Madrid, so I'm not too worried about that. But it didn't look too good. He had to come off. Hopefully, it's just precaution. I think at the time right now, the Arteta press conference probably has come out. I just can't be asked to look for it. But I think there's a chance of precaution of that, and potentially, yes, potentially for me, precaution. I would be very surprised if he doesn't play against Real Madrid. I think they will find a way for him to play against Real Madrid. And of course, the first half didn't end like that because Timber also went down. And when Timber went down, I was just hands on my face because I was thinking, my God, it just doesn't get easy with Arsenal this season. Injury upon injury. And I was just thinking, now with you and Timber out, who's going to play right back? Because of course, Ben White he's not fit. And if Timber goes back, if Timber gets injured, and for me, I was almost like an injury with Timber might come because of the fact of how many minutes he's been playing coming from such a big injury. So that was a big concern. But of course, he did play. I think he could have finished the game, but I think once again, precaution, he came off. And of course, second half, there's only one man to talk about, Saka. He comes on and gets the goal. I mean, it's almost like a fairy tale script. The man that we've been missing for how many months comes in and wins the game. And I think now we have probably all acknowledged, if you haven't acknowledged, the most important player of this team, man. This guy, Saka, what a top player. And you could see instantly when he got the ball, the confidence, the strength, just something that we've been lacking. And I'm so happy he's back. Hopefully he doesn't seem to be rushed. I think Arteta did say he has been playing some minutes. But wherever he is, man, we're going to need him. We're going to need Saka against Real Madrid. We're going to need him for the last push of the season. Honorable mentions. I mean, apart from that, there was nothing really much to talk about. They get one goal at the end, and apart from that, it was squeaky bum time. But like I said, there's not really much to talk about. I mean, we have the title race already, but there was some top players. I think there were some players that played really well today, who I think that definitely deserve honorable mentions. The first one is Martinelli. He was so unlucky he didn't get that goal at the end. Of course, he was offside, but there was one player that deserved the goal from today. It was Martinelli. This guy was a constant threat. Castagna, he was ruining Castagna. Now, course, it's Castagna. Castagna is not the best right back, but still, Martinelli, especially for the assist. If you look back at the assist for the goal against Saka, for the goal for Saka, brilliant assist, brilliant flick. Whether he meant or not, it doesn't matter. He went in, and I think Martinelli, he was brilliant today. And we're gonna need him. We're gonna need Martinelli to turn up, and that's the player we know Martinelli can be. And that's the issue with Martinelli. He's just been so inconsistent. But you watch him today, you saw he was constantly attacking the fullback all the time, and that's the Martinelli we need, and that's the Martinelli we know is in there. It's just he doesn't give it enough. For whatever reason, he's just so inconsistent, but there's a talent in there, and that's why I'm so against selling him, because he's such a young player. He has so much talent. It's just about him unlocking it and constantly being that threat, constantly attacking his fullback. And I'm telling you, there's a good play in there. Thomas Partey, brilliant performance as well by Thomas. But there was a few moments where he did give away the ball, especially in the first half. He headed it back to Raul Jimenez almost. But apart from that, I think it was really good in midfield. Cleaned up really well. He was very good on the ball as well, Thomas Partey. And I think the next one would probably have to be Timber. Timber and Skelly. Skelly, what a player, man. This guy's 17 or 18 years old. He is bulldozing to the pitch. I mean, there were some moments where you can see the Fulham players actively trying to get the ball off him, pushing him, kicking him. And there were so many moments where he gets the ball and he just barges everyone. Like, it's like the ball is glued to him, where no matter how hard you push him, he's just, you will just bounce back because of how strong he is. What a top player Skelly is. And for us to find him through the academy, what a gem. I mean, a player of his quality, God knows how much he will be in the transfer market with how inflated the market is. But yeah, man, that's the end of today's video. Like I said, I don't think there's much to talk about apart from that. Merino gets another goal. I think that just shows you how important a striker is to this Arsenal team. And I'm sure if we get any good striker, any decent striker, they will bang. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Let me know what your thoughts are, who your man of the match was. For me, I'll have to give it to Martinelli. Honestly, I think he deserved it. Constant threat. And yeah, let me know who your man of the match was. Subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.